I've actually been here all my life. Like, I grew up here. I grew up in the Red Hook houses. And it wasn't always as popular an area as it is now. My parents are still here. A lot of my friends are still here. It's home. So much water just going down the street. And it's to the point where it picks up cars and starts to carry the cars. And it was just the scariest thing.
We were the buildings that were without electricity, water, heat, everything for about 29 days straight. And it was horrendous.
The majority of residents in public housing did not have internet access in their home.
We felt like we were cut off.
Like I couldn't make a call, I couldn't text, none of that stuff.
We had all of these people flooding into the community, including FEMA. How do we communicate?
Whoever was able-bodied, we were the ones who went up and down, bringing up supplies. We would give a list to the doctor of residents we knew that were either like homebound or had medical issues. We just did whatever came to mind.
We had to figure out how to come together and be okay after that.
The Red Hook Initiative is a community center. We've been in the neighborhood for 15 years. The morning after the storm, when many of our staff came to just check on the building and walked in to find it was as if nothing had happened here. There was electricity, the phones were working. So it really transformed overnight, responding to the emergency needs in the neighborhood.
I always say this is a case of something being built before we knew it needed to be built.
We realized that there was an opportunity here to train young people. They could be the ones who are building and maintaining that network.
I knew nothing about networking, computer networking or wireless networking, and I ended up really liking it a lot. So this device is speaking to a device that's on the building right over there, and that device is getting an internet connection over there. So instead of us having to run cable, a physical cable from this site to that site, we're doing it all wirelessly through the air.
So when the storm hit and communication was completely down in the neighborhood, FEMA had done some online research and said, we believe there's a group in the neighborhood that has the backbone for a mesh network. And so they were able to bring some equipment and really activate a network that had been just built. During those few weeks after the storm, there were about 1,000 people per day who were accessing internet through this free wireless network.
So to build something and not even know that it will end up being such an important tool in recovery and resilience, that was the saving grace. You know, Wi-Fi, of all things, was the saving grace.
I think the flow of information is extremely important. Knowing where water level is at a time during disaster, or knowing where to get food and stuff after a disaster. Being able to communicate to your loved ones so that they know that you're fine. I feel like that's super important.
When we think back on Hurricane Sandy and everything that happened, there are also some good things that came out of that that have really helped to build both the social and physical infrastructure in the neighborhood. I think it was really recognizing the power of people, of local people. So we developed the Local Leaders Program with the goal of training Red Hook residents in emergency management.
It just made us aware that things are happening in our environment and we should pay attention to it.
There have been 200 graduates of the program. Compared to seawalls or massive infrastructure projects, this is something that is not very expensive to run. It's really creating empowering people, and I think it is replicable in other communities on the waterfront.
Bigger storms are coming. And remember the importance of banding together with, the residents of your community, with your family, the people who are on the ground with you. Those are the people you work with. Those are the people you build with.